What's happening, guys? Sam Adams here, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Jampack Report today for September the 6th of 2019. And of course, for those that are brand new to the show, this is a daily gaming news podcast that aims to keep you up to date and informed 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, with, again, this show packed with the hottest gaming news put up on youtube.com/SamuelAdamsMedia, as well as podcast services around the world if you did want to subscribe to the audio version of the show. But today, we have a very interesting headline story because Nintendo is teasing a new experience that looks to be the successor to Wii Fit. But instead of having a balance board or anything along those lines, you strap a Joy-Con to your inner leg and you put the other one in a ring and you just go at it. We'll talk more about it in just a moment. Man, this one took me by surprise. Let me tell you, it is something. But Death Stranding's difficulty settings will feature a very easy mode for non-gamers, and just in case you were concerned about the difficulty of the walking simulator, Epic is selling Fortnite DLC in stores again this holiday. Days Gone is adding New Game Plus mode and trophies. Alicia Vikander Tomb Raider sequel is confirmed for 2021. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is getting a Discovery Tour mode, and finally, Epic Games Store has a couple of new freebies out for you. One of which is beautiful, the other of which I have absolutely no idea because I've never played, but it could be very good. Could be fun. But again, it's free, so you might as well go ahead and add it to that library and put it on that list of backlogged games. But without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into this weird Nintendo experience for the Nintendo Switch, because it could be the Wii Fit of the Switch generation. Nintendo has teased a new experience for the Nintendo Switch that very much looks like a potential successor of sorts to Wii Fit. Nintendo released a short video that showed Switch owners from around the world playing with a ring and a leg strap that Joy-Con can fit in to be able to track various body movements. The video showed off various people physically acting out activities that resemble shooting a bow and arrow, Link's crossbow training anyone, squeezing the ring, running in place while holding the ring, doing yoga, dancing, lifting weights, doing sit-ups, driving, and much, much more. Nintendo promises that we will find out more about this new experience on September the 12th, although no time or further details were given. This will be Nintendo's next new experience following its launch of Nintendo Labo, and we will most likely, collectively, see the return of Nintendo's focus on exercise and helping Switch owners stay in shape while having fun. Wii Fit was released in 2007 and used the Wii Balance Board to allow Wii owners to exercise while experiencing that Nintendo touch. Wii Fit Plus was released in 2009, and Wii Fit U arrived on the Wii U in 2013. And of course, this was left out of the big direct that happened on the 4th, which was kind of shocking, because this seems like something you might want to show off, does it not? But I think they tried to stay more game-centric with the direct, and then they plopped this down shortly thereafter. But let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer, shall we? Because, man, this is just something. So, again, like the article did say, you have a ring, and then you also have a strap that you attach the Joy-Con to your leg. And, of course, this is optional. You see, you can put one in the ring, you can put one in the leg strap, you can put both in the ring, I believe. I have absolutely no idea what's going on here, but what I will say is that these peripherals add a lot of versatility to how you can actually use the Joy-Con, because essentially developers can use the motion controls in the Joy-Con to do basically whatever they want. So you see a lot of various people doing a lot of various activities, and they're actually legitimately breaking a sweat. Now, the big question here is, will people actually get behind this? I think it very well could be something that does have some use. Now, whenever you're seeing this man flopping around on the floor, hold on, let's track back for the video viewers. Whenever you see this man flopping around on the floor, no, I have no intention of ever doing this. I don't own a Switch currently, don't plan on owning a Switch now. And also, interesting thing that just popped into my mind, if you have the Switch Lite, you can't even do any of this because the Joy-Cons are attached. That's beside the point. What I do want to point out is that although I might not be the target demographic for this, although I might not be somebody that's interested in this, and although it might fail on a grand scale in the general gaming public, there are still tons of uses for this kind of thing, such as physical therapy for people that are recovering from injuries or any other kind of ailments. That kind of use for this specific kind of peripheral is huge in the medical space, and I think this could be a pretty big deal, even if it isn't used, as you see the cowboy thrusting his hips into the air with a Joy-Con strapped to his leg. But again, find out more on September the 12th what exactly Nintendo has up their sleeve for this brand new experience. And let's see the top comment. The top comment is on YouTube, quote, from Skeet. Nintendo executives, we're going to need you to make a new functionality for the Switch. Nintendo Ring. That's exactly what they got. Going to be Breath of the Wild 2 with this. Let's go, is what the second comment says. You got to love it. You've got to love it. But again, we will know more about this on September the 12th, but just in case you did want to, thrust your hips into the air, which I really hope they have a screenshot of this man doing this. Come on, give me the hip thrust man. Give me the hip thrust man. I know you've got him. I know you've got him. Come on. Oh, yeah, here he is. Yeah, just in case you wanted to be like this man. It's coming soon, with the grunting and the switching. It's kind of gross, actually. It's kind of gross. However, for traditional gamers, Death Stranding is coming out, and the difficulty settings will feature a very easy mode for non-gamers. Hideo Kojima has taken to Twitter to discuss Death Stranding's difficulty settings and why he has implemented a very easy mode. Death Stranding will be accessible for gamers of all capabilities and even those who don't play games, according to Hideo Kojima, as he took to Twitter yesterday to highlight the title's difficulty settings. Kojima revealed in a tweet that Death Stranding will have a, quote, very easy mode incorporated into its gameplay to draw in movie fans due to its high-profile celebrity cast and designed with non-game experienced Western fans in mind. Posting from his Japanese account and using the translator, Hideo Kojima said, normally it is up too easy, but Norman, Mats, Rare, etc. have appeared, so we prepared very easy so that it can be enjoyed by non-game experienced Western fans. Mr. who could not clear one side of Pac-Man, was able to clear while enjoying it with very easy. That was a direct quote from the Hideo Kojima page. But Kojima's reply to the difficulty settings was in response to a tweet from his personal assistant, Akayo Tarashima, who talked about recently finishing the game, and since she was a beginner, she opted for the very easy mode, in which she also stated was for people who usually don't play game, movie fans, or RPG fans. Normal or hard mode is for action game fans. Personally speaking, this move by Kojima is one that is going to be celebrated, as it is clear that he has accessibility for all gamers, no matter their capability, in mind. Even those who don't game and would be more drawn to the title due to its cast. This, in turn, will allow Death Stranding to be opened up to a wider audience, and that can only ever be a good thing. Hell, maybe even turn a non-gamer into a gamer in the process. And of course, Death Stranding is coming out on November the 8th, 2019 on the PlayStation 4, with rumors of a PC version coming shortly thereafter, but nothing to be confirmed as of yet. So, Death Stranding getting a very easy mode. I've always been a big fan of these. Not that I play them, but the fact that more people can play games without having to worry about the difficulty being something of a hindrance is always good news to me, especially in the case of Death Stranding, because as Hideo himself points out, there is a very high-profile list of guest appearances, list of actors that are making Death Stranding a reality, and so for fans of these actors, fans of films, to be able to dive in and not have to worry about the difficulty of a game, it's always going to be a welcome addition to the experience, and of course, it's definitely going to bring more people in to actually give the game a shot. And of course, it is worth giving a shot. And I do want to address this. I give Death Stranding a very hard time because, quite frankly, I don't understand it. It's one of those really out there Hideo Kojima experiences. It's like with Metal Gear Solid 5. I began playing it, you've got this military kind of strategy game, and then all of a sudden you get all this weird supernatural stuff that's beyond me. And so that's where you kind of lose me 9 times out of 10 with a Kojima project. Death Stranding is just all of that encapsulated, wrapped up in a little nice bow put on top. That's what Death Stranding actually is. It might not be for me, but a ton of people are into that, and so for the difficulty settings to not be something that is offsetting for people, I think is a fantastic move. But just in case you did want to dive in on, of course, normal or hard, if you were a hardcore fan, a professional gamer, if you will, those are, of course, going to be available. But to be able to wander around and experience the story for itself might be something you can dive into with Death Stranding's very easy mode. Again, launching November the 8th, 2019 for the PlayStation 4. Or you could just keep playing Fortnite. And if you do have somebody in your life maybe that is a Fortnite aficionado, if you will, you can pick up some Fortnite DLC in stores this holiday because Epic is selling it yet again. Fortnite Battle Royale may be a downloadable free-to-play game, but that won't stop its creator from getting their mega hit on store shelves this holiday season. Developer Epic Games, in partnership with Warner Brothers, is releasing a brand new cosmetic bundle for Fortnite that will be available as a download, but also in retail stores. The new bundle, called the Darkfire Bundle, will be packaged together with what Epic claims is $80 worth of in-game cosmetics for $29.99 when it is released on November the 5th. The Darkfire Bundle will include 3 new legendary skins, 3 legendary dual-wheel pickups, pickaxes, 3 legendary back blings, and 3 epic wraps, as well as 1 new emote. These 13 items will make this Fortnite's biggest bundle to date. Previous Fortnite bundles generally included just 1 or 2 skins along with a few other cosmetics, and these bundles were also usually platform specific, like the special Xbox or PlayStation skins, but there have been bundles like Deep Freeze, which came out on multiple platforms. The Darkfire bundle will be available on Switch, Xbox One, and PS4, both at retail or the system's individual online stores, but for now it appears that this bundle will be a console exclusive. Sorry, mobile and PC fans. But I do want to point out the exact same statement that I made last year about this, because again, you did have the game being sold on physical store shelves, even though it is completely and totally available online, again, for free. This is, quite frankly, a fantastic move, because whenever you are thinking about, Aunt Janie and Uncle Tom, shopping for the Christmas holiday season, maybe your holiday of choice, if you will. When you're out in the shopping malls trying to find something for little Timmy to enjoy, the kid likes Fortnite. He's been talking about it. He's got he does the dances in between, movies whenever you're having a movie night over there, and then you think, oh God, he's doing that thing again with his hips and his arms. But you know that he loves Fortnite because he's got the shirt on and the dances and whatnot. So then you wander around GameStop, you see this package where it's clearly that guy from the shirt with the look of the Epic Games Fortnite game. You pick it up. $29.99, you're good to go. There you are. Little Timmy's happy. You're happy because you only spent $30 on the little kid. You're good to go. That's exactly why Epic is doing this. It just simply makes sense. It makes sense from a financial perspective for the parents. It makes sense from a financial perspective for Epic, because anything with Fortnite on it is going to sell like hotcakes. And this very well, maybe the last year, that's actually a reality. So again, you've got to really jump on that if you do want to get in on that. But again, if you do want to get the, Darkfire bundle for $29.99 this holiday season, you can pick it up for the Xbox One, the Switch, or the PS4. Again, coming soon to a store near you. Or you can pick up Days Gone, which is adding New Game Plus mode and trophies. A free update is launching on September the 13th. By popular demand, Days Gone is joining the ranks of big-name PlayStation 4 titles that offer New Game Plus mode. You will soon be able to hit the zombie-infested road all over again while retaining your gear and upgrades, and Sony Bend is also adding new difficulty options, Hard 2 and Survival 2, alongside some related trophies. Be on the lookout for a free update scheduled for September the 13th of 2019. The transition to New Game Plus mode is just going to need your save file to be past I'm Never Giving Up, which of course is a part of the game. As for what carries over, there is quite a lot. Weapons, bike upgrades, Nero boosters, skills, recipes, and cam and trust, and credits, collectibles, and trophy progress. Patches you earn in Days Gone weekly challenges will also work, so if you are going for a harsher difficulty, perks can make a difference. These days, New Game Plus seems like more and more of a staple, and I am all about it, says the author. Days Gone is long as hell, but if you've ever invested so much time in a world and its characters, it's tough to say goodbye. And so, of course, if you do want to dive into the big old Days Gone New Game Plus mode, it's coming again September the 13th of 2019 with some trophies as well, which of course is very cool. Days Gone is an interesting game because it's very well received. It sold incredibly well towards the beginning of the year, and I will say that although I didn't play it, it is on my list. I'm interested in it, and this adds a ton of value to the long haul. If people really love this world and want to continue slaying these giant hordes of freakers, then they can continue to do that and still feel that nice little tinge, that nice little itch behind the ears of actually earning something in the game and accomplishing something, whether it be popping a new trophy, whether it be getting a new kind of whatever it might be within the game unlocked. Everybody likes to be rewarded for giving their little, their 2 cents, their time into a game. And so if you do want to give more of your time, again, New Game Plus mode is launching in September the 13th, or on September the 13th in Days Gone. However, maybe you want to watch a movie. You can watch Alicia Vikander's Tomb Raider sequel confirmed for 2021. Last year's Tomb Raider movie starring Alicia Vikander may only have thrilled diehard fans, but a sequel would have the advantage of not having to retell the character's origin story like a superhero movie from the 90s, which is why it's potentially good news that, according to Deadline, the rumored sequel is in the works. Alicia Vikander will be returning to play Lara Croft again, although director Roar Uthaug, wow, what a name that one is, won't be coming back. He's been replaced by Ben Wheatley, who previously directed High Rise, the J.G. Ballard adaptation starring Tom Hiddleston. The script will be by Amy Jump, who wrote the screenplays for several of Wheatley's previous movies. Just in case you did want to dive in. And again, production is set to begin next year with a release date of March 19th, 2021. And so could this one be the one that breaks the horrible trend of video game movies being horrendous? Probably not. I mean, the Tomb Raider movie wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either. The big question is, will this one come out before the Uncharted movie? I'd say absolutely. So that's going to be interesting. Of course, that's always been the big rivalry, hasn't it? The Uncharted versus Tomb Raider kind of situation that we've got going on here. That very well could be what we see in the cinematic universe as well. But again, for 2021, it's a little ways off. But hey, you could get hyped up about it if you like Alicia Vikander, and of course, if you like Lara Croft and Tomb Raider. But again, you can check out the original movie that released last year, I believe. Is that where it was last year? Something like that. But overall, exciting times for film fans. However, with the trend of movies and easy access games between Death Stranding and this new Tomb Raider thing, let's check out Assassin's Creed Odyssey's brand new Discovery Tour mode, because it is opening up ancient Greece very, very soon. Assassin's Creed Odyssey's Discovery Tour mode will launch next week as free DLC, allowing players to put combat to one side and learn about ancient Greek history in detail. The educational mode offers guided tours in 5 flavors: philosophy, famous cities, daily life, war, and myths. However, you can also choose to simply roam the open world and learn things for yourself across all 29 regions. Characters from the game's main story make an appearance, including Aspasia, Barnabas, and Herodotus. I believe I said all of those incorrectly. Each tour requires careful attention, though, because Odyssey quizzes players on what they have learned through dialogue interactions. The concept of Discovery Mode was first introduced in Assassin's Creed Origins as an education tool to explore Bayek's world in detail. Ubisoft's development team worked closely with historical experts and researchers to make the game world as accurate as possible, and Discovery Mode is the sum of their work. Following launch, testers and teachers have begun using the DLC in classrooms to immerse students in ancient Egypt. While the mode is free to anyone who already owns Assassin's Creed Odyssey, it's also available as a standalone product on Uplay and will launch the 10th of September. Meanwhile, the Assassin's Creed Rebel Collection will soon be coming to Nintendo Switch and encompasses Black Flag and Rogue. They don't have any kind of guided tours, but man, they've got some good gameplay. I'll tell you that right now. And so this is really, really neat to me, because as somebody who really didn't care that much in school, I was really into history, but I didn't care that much in school. This would be a fantastic way to engage students more, to really show that school doesn't have to be boring. Learning doesn't have to be boring. History is full of rich and incredibly enticing opportunities to see what life was like in a different time period, in a different part of the world. And I think Assassin's Creed has always been a very immersive tool for a lot of teachers, even before this Discovery Tour mode was introduced with Assassin's Creed Origins, because I remember when Assassin's Creed 2 came out. I remember when Assassin's Creed 3 came out, and I got very to both the European history as well as world history, and I think that overall, that's kind of part of the reason why I love history. And so to have a Discovery Tour mode where I can dive in and have the world of Assassin's Creed at my fingertips while also learning about what life was like from people that were alive during this time period, that's fantastic, and a fantastic way to utilize a game and show that not only are games fun and engaging and action-packed, but they can also be fantastic tools for education as well. But again, if you do want to dive in and check out the brand new Discovery Tour mode coming to Assassin's Creed Odyssey, it is launching next week with the standalone version coming September the 10th if you don't already own Assassin's Creed Odyssey. However, if you don't already own the Nigh and Abzu, they are free on the Epic Games Store, available to download now. The latest free games to hit the Epic Games Store are Masocore platformer The Nigh and immersive diving adventure game Abzu. Both will be available to download from September the 5th through the September the 12th. The Nigh, from indie developers Edmund McMillan and Tyler Glale, is a creepy tongue-in-cheek game about a small blob named Ash who is trying to make a friend at the end of the world while dying over and over again. It's very hindering whenever it comes to trying to make friends. McMillan previously worked on the similarly crude and punishing games Super Meat Boy and The Binding of Isaac. Because The Nigh is rated M, Epic is also giving Abzu away for free this week. The company confirmed earlier in 2019 that it will offer alternatives when parental controls would prevent some users from downloading a free game. Abzu is an immersive underwater exploration adventure game developed by the appropriately named Giant Squid Studios. As the diver, players glide through the ocean, restoring life-damaged ecosystems with with the help of a friendly great white shark. Both the end is Nigh and Abzu are available for free on Windows PC at the Epic Games Store, and of course they will be replaced on the September the 12th. I keep saying the before the September. Why? New ones coming September 12th, specifically Lovecraftian puzzle game Conarium is going to be the brand new freebie. But again, if you do want to pick up between now and the 12th, Abzu and the end is Nigh, it's free. So again, why not? Free games for you. But that rounds out today's episode of the Jampack Report. Of course, if you are brand new here, I do hope you enjoyed what I brought to the table. But the show is hosted 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, on youtube.com/Samuel Adams Media, as well as podcast services around the world. So stop by, say hi, and enjoy the show. Maybe if you enjoyed enough, hit that subscribe button. But until next time, you guys have a fantastic weekend. I will talk to you soon, and peace.